Hey, what is going on, folks? This is Hellbent, and the question I get asked all the time is how do I make my auto clickers click so fast? So in this tutorial I'm going to show you exactly how to make an auto clicker that can click super fast. You're probably going to get results in the 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 clicks per second range. But before we go any further, you're going to need to have AutoHotkey in order to complete this. If you don't have AutoHotkey and you don't know how to get it, etc., I'm going to leave 3 links in the description for videos. The first video, they're all under a minute long. The first video will show you how to get a copy of AutoHotkey. The second one will show you how to create a new script and to begin editing, and the last one will show you how to run it once you finished editing it. And what we're going to be doing here is the editing process. Okay, so that out of the way, the first thing I'm going to do is going to make my script single instance, and then I'm going to set my max threads per hotkey to 2, so that way I can use a toggle hotkey. I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can do this. The first way will be with one hotkey to both start and stop the auto clicker, and the second way will be 2 hotkeys, one to start it, the second one to stop it. So before I do that, what we need to do is actually make our auto clicker click really fast. So I'm going to do set mouse delay, and I'm going to set mouse delay to -1, and I'm also going to set batch lines to -1. Next, I'm going to go ahead and create my hotkey. I'm going to be using number pad 1, number pad 2, number pad 3 as my hotkeys, but you can use any hotkeys you want. If you're unfamiliar with how to create hotkeys, I'll also leave a link in the description to another video that's about a minute long showing you how to create them. Okay, I'm going to check to see if a variable that hasn't been created yet, I'm going to see if it has no value yet. If it has no value, I'm going to create a little start time. So I'm going to, in this auto clicker, we have no way of actually telling how many clicks it does unless we actually have it internal, because there's no programs out there that are going to be able to keep track of how fast it's clicking. So we're going to set a start time to be the current time, and we're going to create a variable that keeps track of how many times it's clicked. Next, I'm going to take that go variable and I'm going to reverse its value. So if it has a value of 1, it'll now have a value of 0. If it has a value of 0, it's now going to have a value of 1. This is basically, you've probably seen other people using something called toggle. Well, it's just a variable that's switching its state. That's all this is doing. Next I'm going to do is I'm going to say, while that go variable equals 1, go ahead and loop over this over and over and over again. If it doesn't equal 1, exit out. So all we're going to do in here is we're just going to click, and then we're going to add to our click counter. Next, as soon as we exit out of this, it's going to make something called total time, which is going to be the start time minus the current time minus the start time divided by 1,000. So we're going to check out how many seconds have passed since our auto clicker started. And then we're going to display that on a tooltip so we can see how fast we've clicked. Okay, so that's our first hotkey out of the way. We can run the program right now if we wanted to. But I'm going to do the second one where we're going to use 2 hotkeys, one to start the auto clicker, the second one to stop it. And in this case, I'm going to use number pad 2 to start it. And once again, I'm going to set up a bunch of different variables. The start time is going to equal the current time when you start it. The click count is going to equal 0. And a variable called stop is going to equal 0. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go into an infinite loop, and we're going to loop over and over and over again until that variable stop equals 1. So if stop equals 1, break out of the infinite loop. If it doesn't equal 1, just click and add to the click counter. If we've broken out of this loop, we're going to, once again, we're going to make a variable called total time and see how long has passed since we started the auto clicker, and we're going to display how many times we've clicked in how many seconds. And that's it. So that's our second. This one is how we're going to start it, and then I'm going to use number pad 3 to stop it. And all I'm going to do is if I hit number pad 3, it's going to change that variable stop to 1 so that this will equal true, and it'll break out of that loop. So this is how we're going to stop it. So the first one, it's a toggle. This one uses 2 different variables to do it. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create an emergency exit hotkey. If I press Control plus escape at any time, it'll exit out of the script. So if I have some kind of problem, maybe I forget some of these hotkeys or whatever, if you set this up wrong, whatever, you just hit Control plus escape and that'll exit out of the script. Okay, so that's it. This is our auto clicker. Now I'm recording this and my recording software slows down my computer, so I'm probably not going to get the same kind of results that you get. So let me know in the comments how fast you ended up getting this to click. So here I have a surface. This thing is completely not going to work. We're going to be clicking so fast that I'm going to break this thing right away. So I'm going to do the toggle clicker first. So I'm going to click 1. Oops. Did I run the script? I don't think I ran the script. Let me run the script. Okay, I have the script running now. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to press number pad 1. And I'm going to let it go for a second. I'm going to hit number pad 1 again. And it says we clicked 4,890 times in 3 seconds. 3.6 seconds. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to try to get it down closer to 1 second. Okay, 1.1 second. So I clicked 1,500 times in 1.1 second. Like I said, my recording software is slowing down my computer, and my computer isn't that fast to begin with. So you're probably going to get a lot faster results than that. Now I'll do the other version where I use 2 hotkeys. Number pad 2 to start it, number pad 3 to stop it. So we had 2,000 clicks in 1.5 seconds. So that's it. That's how you do a super fast auto clicker. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button and see you guys on the next one.